Hi there, Jason Cook from Cookie Composites. Welcome today to a how-to video on replacing the springs in your G3 helmet. You're going to need some tools. You're going to need some springs, a 7mm open-ended ring spanner, a Phillips head or star screwdriver, some blue thread locker, and some 3-in-1 or sewing machine oil. So let me take you through the process of replacing the spring in your helmet visor locking mechanism. So first up, to get access to our mechanism, we need to remove our visor. And we've got a short how-to video on how to remove our visor. So once you've got that off, you'll be able to get access to the mechanism. Now we want to get access to the two screws that holds the system into the helmet. So what you're going to use is the side plate that you removed to hold the visor on, and you're going to put this on the hub, and you're going to move the mechanism forward and rotate it in a way that gives you access to one of those two screws. So once you've got access, now using a Phillips head screwdriver and the 7mm open-ended ring spanner, now you can remove that screw. Okay, now that screw's out, rotate the mechanism all the way around, which is about 180 degrees, so you can get access to the other screw, and using a Phillips head screwdriver and open-ended ring spanner, remove that screw as well. Now the screws are out, pretty much you can tip the helmet over on its side and remove the actual visor locking mechanism. So the mechanism's out. Basically flip the mechanism over and we're going to have access to a Phillips head screw. Using the Phillips head screwdriver, hold the mechanism tight in your hand and undo this screw. Once this screw is out, you can remove the axle assembly, and that'll give you direct access to the spring we're going to replace. So open up the packet of your new springs, flip out a new spring, check the orientation of the spring, and you can see this in the video because it's got to go in a certain way. The little knob of the spring has got to sit up in the actual mechanism base. Apply a little bit of that 3-in-1 or sewing machine oil onto the visor mechanism spring. And this is going to allow the axle assembly to rotate within the spring. So once you've applied the oil, now you can put the axle back in its place. Before doing up that screw though, we want to apply a little bit of that blue thread locker onto this screw. And this will ensure that this doesn't come undone. You've now installed your new visor locking spring. Let's get this mechanism back into the helmet. So once we've got this screw done up, tightened, we can actually pull back towards myself and then rotate with the screwdriver. As we can see now, we have access to this screw to put it back in. So once you've rotated it around, you can put that screw in, and using your 7mm open-ended ring spanner, put the nut on the back of the screw inside the helmet and do up that screw. Doesn't hurt to apply a little bit of that blue thread locker. So now we can rotate the hub assembly around to the other side and get access to the other screw hole. Again, using a Phillips screwdriver, place the screw in the hole, nut on the inside of the helmet, and using that 7mm open-ended ring spanner, you can do up this screw. Remember again, please use some of that blue thread locker on this screw. Now you've done one mechanism, simply do the other side. Now that you replace your springs, it's as simple as replacing your visor. We've got a short video on how to do that, and you're good to go.